So we start again, we reveal a new era chip, it's Santa Maria and it's build. So now we can build towns and cities here. We get a bonus of 2 gold each. We place now the benefits for era 2, develop our strategy. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a wild card. That represents any art. Remember, we can have up to 5, so that's kind of like a random one. 5 different ones. Okay. We can take more, but they don't count for anything. That's a wild card religion. Theatre. There's lots of arts here. And then military, the knight. And bonuses. We have buy 2, an extra settler. Oh, the pirate ship. Some logging, we can increase the production of any forested lands, and another telescope. Now if we look at era 2, after we've placed the benefits, we can see 1 state of war flag. What that means is we can put 1 new world into state of war, and the player that chooses is the player with the most military. And what we'll say, if Automata happens to be the player with the most military, they're going to set the state of war where they happen to have the least amount of revenue. Okay, they're the lands where they feel that they're suffering the most, so that's what they choose to do. For us, we get to choose, and it may be that I want to avoid war or actively engage war, so there's a benefit for having the most military. Now, I quite fancy the idea of kicking the Automata out of the Amazonia, so I'm going to set Pinta at war. Let's load our ships up now then. So I'm going to start with Pinta once more. I'm going to put a captain here, and I'm going to put 2 settlers because I want to go to war in Pinta. The next one's going to be Santa Maria because there's some pretty fertile lands down here, so I want to consolidate my position in Amazonia if I can. So once more, I'm going to send a captain and 2 settlers there as well. So that's 6. I do have 2 more gold. But I don't have another captain because he's stuck back in Pinta. Let's send Nina empty. And I don't really want to develop Nina because that's religion, and I know he's focused on religion. Getting our cities built is really going to give you a big bonus to your points, so don't underestimate that. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's going to cost me 6 gold. And for the Automata, remember, they choose which world they're going to go to first. It's religion, which is Nina. Okay, religion world. So they're going to send 1 captain, 1 settler to Nina. Clockwise is Pinta. We might have some conflict here. And then 2 settlers to Santa Maria. Okay. Remember, I'm first player, so I get to go first, so Pinta is where we're heading. And I could go straight on the offensive here. Or I could explore. Now let's stick to plan, let's boot him out. So I'm coming in here. We're overpopulated. Remember, the land has 1 capacity, plus this one has 2 capacity. But anyway, let's attack. And you can only attack if you've got a captain. They haven't got a captain there defending them. And to resolve the attack, all you do is you remove 1 each of yours and the opponent's settlers. Okay? Simple. That leaves us in control of the Amazonia here. Great stuff. Okay, they go next, so we draw, and they should be back on top. It's Patagonia. And they're sending Nina to Patagonia. Just down here. Now they can't explore here because it's not adjacent to another explored land, so they have to keep going clockwise. Andes is not adjacent, even though the corners touch, to the Caribbean. So they're going to go, keep going round, sailing round. Okay, there we go. Isthmus. Flip it over. Oh, look. I found a multi-terrain land. Santa Maria next. And I think I was going to try and head down to the Andes. Let's go in here, all the way to the Andes. Flip it over. Plains. Oh, and we've got a fortification. Forts are good because you can put one of your settlers in there, and now they can't be attacked. Okay, and now I'll migrate this settler across here. You can only migrate one settler, and they can only migrate to an adjacent land. If I hadn't migrated him, then what would happen next is the population would get reduced. There's not enough land here to, resources here to support 2 settlers. But I'm okay, I'm sending him over here to Amazonia. Automata next, they're off to Pinta. Let's see where they go. Patagonia again. And they are adjacent to an explored land, so they're going to explore this one. Oh, they found a wealthy terrain. I definitely feel this is going to be a fought over world. Finally, I'm going to sail Nina off to the Caribbean. Doesn't have any settlers, doesn't have any captain, but the point of doing this is to just bring back the revenue. If I didn't have a ship here, and I couldn't collect the revenue from this settler in the Caribbean. And this is why it's important to keep your lands connected as well. If I had another settler down here, because wouldn't be connected, I couldn't take the revenue from here. There's not a supply route, or a trade route. So, that's a tactic you've got to be aware of, against other players, that they don't cut you off. You can cut your lands off from each other. Finally, the automata then. Patagonia's on top, so they're going to Patagonia down here. They've got no captain on their ship, so they can't explore. They're going to keep going anti-clockwise. Okay, they can't explore, it's already explored. They can't attack because they don't have a captain. They can't consolidate, they can't build settlers here because the population is already full. So I'll just keep going round. Keep going round. Okay, there's nothing they can do. I mean, they could potentially stop here and collect the revenue. So that's what they'll do. Okay, if there's nothing they can do, and the order you're checking it in is attack, consolidate, explore. And if you can't perform attack, consolidate, explore, then you move on to the next land until you get back to where you started, and then you're looking for the land where you can get the most revenue. Alright, so that's the automata's AI at the moment. Pretty simple. But obviously they can't unload these settlers because this is maxed out. Now we're in the govern phase, so we decide which of our ships we're going to govern from first. Now we do have the build icon here, so we could think about building, but you can't build until you've got settlers in at least 3 lands of different terrain type. The idea is you need that kind of diversity to have the resources to build a town. But we do live in this quantum world of multi-dimensions. The other way to, instead of getting 3 resources in this new, 3 lands in this new world of different types, if you occupy the same land in all 3 worlds, then that meets the criteria of building a town or a city. Okay, so you can think about that. I mean, I know I occupy the Amazonia here, the Amazonia over there. So if I get a captain and settle in Amazonia over in Nina, then I can start building in the Amazonia, which I'd quite like to do because it's nice, lush land. So I'm not building yet. I have to take my revenue first anyway. So I've got 1 revenue from here. Multi-terrain gives me 2 per settler, so that's 4 from there, that's 5 in all. So I'll load up my 5 gold, and I'll take my captain home, and we'll sail back to the old world. Excellent. Lots of money for developing. I'll speed up a little bit here, and then I think we will, I'll kind of jump ahead, and then kind of rejoin me, perhaps back in the 6th turn, but let's speed up and just see this round out. So we're going to take. We don't have any settlers here, so we can't take the gold, right, for the automata. So it's just 1 from mountains. That's just 1 gold. I'd really like to get in here and do something about this. I have to get rid of this gold, but I can't do it until we can grow the population. Right, so that's heading back home. And then I think we'll take back our 1 gold from here. We sell back with 1 gold from our 1 settler in the plains. We'll take his back. So he's got 1 settler in the multi-terrain, that's 2, and he'll take his captain home, that's 2 gold. Whoops. And I'll sail back from the Amazonia. Remember, we're taking revenue from all lands connected to where our ship is docked. So I've got 1 from this settler, that's my captain. This captain's now free to come home. But this is inhospitable land, so that's no good to me. So I'm going to take this captain home. I'm going to leave this captain here to defend the Amazonia. That means the automata can't attack me here. So it's just 1 gold. 1 gold. Not terribly productive over here in the land that was my strategy. And I wanted to develop the arts world, but it's not being very productive. This is going to be a target. So let's take this one back. It's 2 gold from multi-terrain, 1 settler times 2. Now we can start selecting benefits. I'm first player still, remember? And the cost is 1 gold for each benefit to start us off. And I'd like this any type. I don't have any of these, so that would give me the 5 I need, wouldn't it? The problem is, if I take this one, he's going to take this one and immediately take that. The meanings of these bonuses for the automata are slightly different, so the rulebook gives you a little explanation of what he does when he takes one of these bonuses. So I've got to think a little bit more cleverly here, perhaps. Yeah, I'm going to take this one. He'll take this one, which he retains for 1 victory point, and then he takes the next progress benefit, so he'll take that. I think that's okay. It's either that or I let him have that one, you see. I get that and then 2 arts. Yeah, I'm going to take that one instead. It's going to cost me 1 gold. So he takes any... I don't really like it. I wanted to keep arts away from him. But never mind. Okay, I'm going to trade this in straight away. Benefits now cost 2. I'm going to take this one. I don't really want him to have that, but I'm going to take this one. So that gives me my 4 arts, looking pretty good. That costs me 2. He's going to take this one, allows him to place a settler. I get to choose where. And it has to be where he's already got. Yeah, he can't place it here, that's full. So it's either here or here. I'm going to place it here. I don't want him to fortify Patagonia. Next cost is 3 gold. Now if I pay the 3, that's only going to leave me with 3 gold to load up my ships. If I don't, he'll take this wildcard religion. But if we stay away from religion, we should be okay. If I take the religion, he gets the pirate ship. Okay, I'm going to pass. I pass. He takes religion and passes. Reset this. We're moving into Era 3. So the first benefit is now going to cost 2 gold. We remove the state of war markers. And we're ready to head into Era 3.